welcome back to Studio One Vintage Guitars, New Zealand's home of vintage guitars. We are on to electrics for the next week or so. We have a good stock of electric guitars in, and we've got a few vintage ones. Here we have a custom black 65 Jaguar Fender. This is a shorter scale length, the 24 scale length. This was ordered custom from the factory. Apparently back in the day they would paint the body and the headstock, so this is kind of what tells you that it's a custom colour. This is owned by the frontman of the Veils, a great band from New Zealand, Finn. Yeah, great New Zealand musician. He has owned this for a while, and he's brought it in. He got this from Chicago Music Exchange. We have the original case, we have the original tags. We do not have the whammy bar. But this is a really cool guitar. I knew a guy in high school that was all about Kurt Cobain, loved Jags. Yeah, if you're out there, you might like this guitar. But yes, pretty much the history of these was, you know, as the guitar boom was happening in the 50s and 60s, Fender were just offering all sorts of models, kind of trying to cater to all the different genres of music. And this guitar is obviously kind of a funky shape. Apparently it was kind of part of the surf scene, the Dick Dale surf scene. I know Dick Dale played a Strat, but I think these guitars were geared more towards a retro kind of lifestyle, which kind of left them not really popular, as they just, you know, compared to the Strat and Tele, they were just a bit odd. And so it sounds like kind of in the 80s and 90s they were very, very cheap. And as counterculture kind of music came in, everyone wanted to play these, especially Kurt Cobain, because they were a bit different and not popular. I remember my guitar teacher told me about, like, kind of in the beginning of grunge, there were ads in the paper saying, do you not know how to play guitar? Like, do you play scales and everything and all the fancy stuff, and are you a professional? Well, we don't want you. We want someone that, like, can barely tune their guitar. We just want someone with the attitude and none of that 80s long hair, you know, scary stuff. So but yeah, this is a wicked guitar. We'll just kind of go through the sounds. The pickup system is really cool. I just got a bit of a crash course on it. So essentially we've kind of got like your lead controls down here, and you've got your rhythm controls up here. So this is an L series. So up here you have your lead. So the idea is, at the moment, this pickup is, this selector is down. So that's engaging this. If I turn it up, it brings it to up here. So you have your tone is here in your usual place and your volume's here. So that's quite cool. I guess that Fender were trying to, you know, Fender were thinking, how can we be more practical and how can we, like, kind of cater to what different musicians want? So people are playing rhythm, let's have the rhythm controls up here, and all they have to do is hit a switch and they can have control. Same deal down here. So now we're down in this section, tone and volume, and then we have the selector on this side is your is that pickup on or off together. That everything down, it's off. That pickup, both of them together, and then this is the C6 setting, the out of phase, right? Out of, yeah. So yeah, sounds just like Nirvana. Yeah, so a little tidbit of information I heard from George Gruen is he was talking about in the vintage era of things, anything up until 65 is, you know, generally guaranteed great vintage. It seems like after 65 you had the CBS buyout, you had kind of you'd probably a change in the market, which meant kind of like a change in the income the stores and manufacturers were having, so they started to cut corners and the quality went down. So this is right on the cusp of the golden era. We'll put it out of phase, back in phase. This has very low frets. Finn, I think, is you'd say more of a rhythm guitarist and a singer-songwriter style player. Like, it's definitely not a guitar that's been played a lot up here. It has very low frets, which is really nice. The nice thing about low frets is if you have low frets and a low action, you really can't dig into the guitar, and that's where the volume of the amp comes in. You know, like, your guitar is very limited in how much you can actually make the string travel. So you make the amp do all the work, which they did back in those days. So that is now the neck. And that is your bridge. Excuse me. I think I've explained this before, but right now I'm tuning so I'm fretting the 5th fret of the 2nd string with my first finger. Now if you do it too hard, you put the string out of tune, so I do it very close to the fret, so you can just kind of get it a nice tone, and then I'm using my 2nd finger to, and I developed that because it was easier to do this and then tune. And then I was watching a video of Michael Hedges doing a tutorial one day, just like in some schoolroom, and he started tuning like that, and I was like, things get developed out of necessity. So the cool thing is you can kind of almost do that Les Paul thing that we cut out the pickup. But anyway, yeah, I don't really know what to do with these kind of things. But sounds great. If you want to come and check it out, please do. If you have any questions about this, we'll be happy to try and accommodate you. If there's anything you want to hear, like if you say, oh, I like Sonic Youth and this is the song that, you know, I use as my tonal, you know, explorer, we can try and figure that out and send you a video. I'm always just happy to account for whatever you need. Yeah, we'll leave it there. So 1965 Jag with the original hang tag in black, custom, wonderful instrument, part of our vintage electric series that we're just getting in now. We'll leave it there. So my name's Nick Brightwell, got Josh Thomas behind the camera, Ed Castello behind the sound. Please like, subscribe and share if you like this content. If you're interested in this instrument, come on down. We'll see you soon.